Hello, I'm Alex Beeching and I'm the designer behind the Cheltenham 2013 Jazz Festival. First and foremost, I'm an artist, but also I'm an illustrator as well, and increasingly I've been doing a lot of consulting work on, I suppose, on guerrilla marketing, unusual ways in which to promote things, and I sent my portfolio on a whim, in truth, to the festival, and I was very fortunate in getting a response, and the rest is history. I was commissioned in March of last year to do the illustration for the music festival. I worked with Myra Byrne, and then later that same year I was called upon to do the literature festival as well, for which I created dozens and dozens of hats of all shapes and sizes. Two reasons. A, it was novel. Most festivals of this ilk, they go for a 2D image or a photograph. I wanted to do something different, and when I pitched it, I did so thinking that the festival might say no, but they didn't. They were open to new ideas, which is very encouraging. And I decided to build a three-dimensional sculpture, which initially I drew in 2 dimensions, and after weeks, indeed months of work, we eventually came up with what you see behind me. I set the stage for, well, I hope I set the stage for the Jazz Festival, which takes place in Montpellier Gardens, though there aren't 7 hills in Montpellier Gardens. They represent the Cotswolds. You'll see a lamp there. That's a little nod to all the lovely Victorian lamps which one can see in the gardens. There are trees for which Cheltenham is famous, and above all the big top, which is centre stage for the festival. And behind the big top, well, you don't see them all, but are some of the acts. It's this chap, a little bird. You may well miss it, but he perches on the hand of Van Morrison. I thought it might assume more importance, but we didn't find a place for it, so no, I have a soft spot for him. I made it in clay, I then clad it in feathers. At present I'm working on concepts for the music festival, after which I'll be donning my science hat for 2 or 3 months, but this week I'll be concentrating on music, and I've already coming up with ideas, some of which are not a million miles away from the sculpture you see behind me.